Joseph, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Professional footballer Achraf, Hakimi's wife, filed for divorce and demanded half of his property. We've heard this story before, but this one's a little bit different. She was informed by the court that her millionaire husband owns nothing. How could that be? How could that be? She was shocked. I'm sure the whole courtroom was shocked to find out that her plan to get half of everything he owns was immediately disrupted. Why? Well, because all his property is registered under his mother's name. Wow. This is definitely some bitter coffee for that ex-wife, or soon-to-be ex-wife. She's drinking black coffee. We're drinking some coffee with a little bit of creamer in it today, because this is good news. Yeah, man, I got the DMs from you guys. A bunch of you wanted me to talk about this, so it's trending everywhere. But there's more to the story than just this trending headline. We're going to look at what exactly might be going on in the background, what led to this situation, possibly, and also what the people have to say about everything that's going on. So for those of you who may not know, Achraf Hakimi is a professional footballer who plays for Ligue 1 club Paris Saint-Germain and Morocco national team. What a lot of people probably don't know, and I personally didn't know because I just don't follow soccer that closely about this story, is that on March 3rd, Achraf had been indicted by Paris police over allegations of rape. The man was recently Me Too'd and placed under judicial supervision on March 3rd last month. Now, 3 weeks later, on March 27th, his wife filed for divorce, or at least she went online to announce that she was divorcing and leaving her husband, and they were awaiting divorce proceedings. Now, 2 weeks later, after that, everything took a shocking turn when this news was released in court. It was found that the 24-year-old famous soccer player had no assets under his name. She took him to court so that she could take away his assets, right? We're not surprised.
Women.
It was reported that all his properties, jewelry, and cars were all under his mom's name. And real quick, shout out to that mom, man, who came through for her son, because I have never heard of this shit before in my life. Usually, especially as young as this professional athlete is, a lot of professional athletes end up broke. Majority of them do. And that's because they don't take the initiative to protect their wealth, understand money, and how to grow wealth outside of the sport. But just protecting your wealth after a divorce is usually very difficult for a lot of these athletes to do. They don't take it seriously. Not only were the properties, jewelry, and cars underneath mom's name, but she also received 80% of his $15.7 million wage. Therefore, it meant that Achraf had no assets to split with his wife. From what I know and where it stands now, she gets nothing. So they do have 2 children, 2 sons in specific, and a lot of people are speculating that the reason for her initiating that divorce was based on him inviting some chick over while his wife and kids were off on vacation, and then that chick who came over to his place claiming that he forced himself on her. What do you guys think of that? All right, curious to know what you guys think of that. As always, we're going to check out some of these comments, see what the people have to say. This is an obvious win, of course, for this man as far as his assets go. But this post came from Wealth. They commented, and this is an Instagram page. They commented, he said, "Ma, hold the bag." Coming at 19,000 likes. Another commenter here, none other than Francis Ngannou, added and said, "That's how you do it." 5,000 likes. Shout out to Francis, man. Another person here, a woman chimed in and says, "Y'all clapping for him, but this is kind of disturbing." Okay, so she disagrees. We have a woman here who doesn't like what's going on. She goes on to say, because maybe the reason for the divorce is due to his inability to make moves without his mom. Smart for sure, but strange. What do you guys think of that? Do you guys think that's the reason for the divorce? I mean, with the data we know now and these women initiating divorces over anything, I think she probably thought of a reason, found it, and decided it was worth initiating for that divorce in her eyes. But let's see what the people have to say, because people responded back to that chick. For example, this man who said, doubt it. And another commenter who added, obviously the mother is the only one that won't leave him and take half of his money. 951 likes. Another person here says, best comment in response to that guy I have seen on internet. Another man here says, how is that strange, in response to that chick, especially in a world we live in. And after seeing so many cases, I'll say that was very smart for him. Why should your wife be automatically eligible to get half your shit just because you don't want to be with him no more? This turned into a thread and a lot of people chimed in. This next person said she probably paid someone to accuse of grape. Oh shit. So she can file a divorce and get half of his money. What do you guys think of that? I don't know. I think those are far out speculations, but hey, who knows? Another person here says, so for that, she deserves to split half of the man's wealth. And then finally, another comment here to end the thread says, men, so true. After all, your mom always wants the best for you. So the majority of men here agree and disagree with that chick who's basically like, hey, it's kind of weird that the mom has everything in her name. Yeah, that's women's worst nightmare, I would say, is having their mother-in-law that involved in their finances. This could be a solution to a lot of men out here to protect their wealth. Next comment here from another gentleman says, mom saves the day. Another person here added, a mother who literally wants nothing but the best for her son. He goes on to say, I 100% being a mama's boy. Another comment says, human cheat code, with the laughing emoji. Another person here added, I think this is a woman. Smart guy. He knows what these girls are all about. Another comment here. No, that's probably a guy. Another comment here says, the ladies aren't commenting. They've all gone mute. Oh, man. Moral of the story, family over everything. And a few more comments here. This woman says, the fact that she was married to him and didn't know any of this is crazy. Like, huh? Another comment here says, man of the year, Andrew must be proud of you. Another guy says, this is so refreshing. Next comment, final comment says, damn, men are celebrating all over the world. What beautiful news. Listen, guys, I'm curious. What do you guys think of this turn of events, this situation? Comment down below. Do you think that he was wrong to put the assets in his mom's name, even though he's married to his wife? I personally don't think so. Obviously, this chick could not be trusted. And like I always say, if you're a man today who values marriage, you should protect yourself to an extent. All right. If not this, then, you should make sure that your woman isn't taking you for everything. Men today are getting ripped for everything they've worked for. Who's this chick? Who's his wife? I think she's some actress or something like that. This is a guy who's considered one of the greatest defenders in the world currently. And she just comes over and rips half of what you own. And as far as the situation and the grape allegations, what do you guys think of that too? I'm curious. Comment down below, because the way I see it, this is a big win for this gentleman. And I hope that he's able to prove himself innocent in court, because we see way too many men, great men, who are targets to false accusations when it comes to charges. As always, I appreciate you so much for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm back. Peace.